Hello class 11. As I told you that I will be explaining the next practical uh, which is Muller-Lyer illusion, and all of you know what is perception. Illusion is a misperception, or you can say when we interpret things in a wrong way, that is illusion. But in illusion there is the stimulus present. Stimulus is present, but we misinterpret the stimulus. Say it's possible that you are walking, it's very dark, and you are walking back home. You are already scared because the light is very dim and it's quite late. You're walking back home, and then while walking, you step on a rope, a fat, thick rope, assuming it to be a snake, and then you scream. Later you realize that no, it's just a rope. It is an illusion because of the stimulus, which was like not properly visible, or maybe you couldn't perceive it properly. You experienced that illusion. So in this particular experiment, which is Muller-Lyer illusion, we are going to use the method of average estimation, or you can say estimation method. And we are going to prove Muller-Lyer illusion is basically, see, there are two arrows. This arrow, we call it as open-ended arrow. And this one is a close-ended arrow. When we pass this particular arrow, which is a close-ended arrow, we tend to overestimate it. And when we see this particular arrow, we underestimate it because of its shape, because of this open nature of the arrow. It looks longer, but actually both of them are same. Both of them are 10 centimeter. In this particular video, I am going to explain you as to how you are going to construct the apparatus for your Muller-Lyer illusion. So this part of the video will only have the construction of the apparatus. The second part of the video will explain you as to how to conduct the experiment. This week I want you to just construct the apparatus. See, first thing that you need is a thick paper. Okay, I did not have this white chart paper, so I have used a shopping bag. You can see I have cut the shopping bag and I am using this paper. It has to be thick because we are going to pass a particular strip of paper from this slit. Okay, all of you must be having those cutters and all. I don't have a cutter, so I am going to do it just with a scale. See the things that you need. Okay, you need a thick, very thick paper which can be moved. Okay, this paper has to be thick, otherwise if it is very thin, no, you won't be able to pass it. So you need two strips of papers which will be quite broad. This is 30 centimeter. The length of it is 30 centimeter and the height or the breadth is 14 centimeters. Okay, so like this you will be needing two strips of paper, and in these two strips of paper you are going to draw something. I'll tell that as we proceed. So next that you need is Another strip of paper, it can be of any size, but I think I prefer to keep it, you know my habit of perfectionism, so I prefer to keep everything of the same length and breadth. So I have taken this paper also of the same, the length of the paper is 30 centimeter, and this is, it is, I'll tell you how much, it is about 6 to 7 centimeters. So this particular thing, I'm going to draw a 10 centimeter line, a 10 centimeter line at the center of this paper. Okay. Take a proper scale which has got all the markings. So this is a 10 centimeter line. Okay, 10 centimeter, just along a straight line. This particular strip of paper, you have to give it to your subject, because your subject is going to estimate the length of these arrows based on this line. This is the line of estimation. They are supposed to estimate 10 centimeter line looking at this. Okay, done. This is the first thing. Okay, next you will take this broad strip of paper. First one, you'll take this broad strip of paper, and at the center of this paper you have to draw 5 centimeter. I'll just draw it and show it to you how it has to be done. Measurements need to be specific, then your experiment will not have any errors. Okay, so this is an arrow headed, see, just 5 centimeters at the center, and then you can see one strip, one slit kind of a thing is there. This slit, I'll tell you what should be the height of this slit. First we will make two like this. The second one will have open-ended arrow. Same 5 centimeter but open-ended. Okay. It got little dirty because of the scale. See, is it focusing? See. Okay, so we have got two. We have two. One is this arrow headed. I hope you can see. The next one is this one. Okay. This is open-ended arrow. This is close-ended arrow. Both are 5 centimeters. So 1, 2, 3. 3 done. Standard line done. And 2 base strips are done. Next, very important, this strip of paper, this is about, I'll tell you how much, this is about 24 centimeters and the breadth or the height is 5 centimeters. Okay, and we have to cut a slit in each of this. You use a particular, you must be having all those knives, no, sharp cutters, you use that. But this strip of paper will be having a 10 centimeter line with close-ended arrow and another one 10 centimeter line with open-ended arrow. I'll just show you. Please use a black color, nice micro tip pen, otherwise it won't be prominent and then your readings will go wrong. See, this is a 10 centimeter close-ended arrow drawn on the at the center of this particular sheet of paper or strip of paper, you can say. Done. Next, fifth one is open-ended arrow and same 10 centimeter. Okay, open-ended arrow 10 centimeter. Clear? Now I'll show you how to cut the slit. See, it should not be, I don't have the, you are going to pass this particular strip of paper into this okay, see this, these two lines should be straight. The line which is there in your broad strip, this is 5 centimeter line, and the line 10 centimeter line. Okay, when we are going to do the experiment, it is going to pass like this. You are going to pass it like this, slowly inwards and outward, inward and outward. You will be passing it very slowly, and your subject has got a standard line, so he or she is going to estimate. The moment she thinks that it's 10 centimeter, she will ask you to stop. So in that case, you will have to stop and measure only this portion, the movable portion. This is 10 centimeter, this is 5 centimeter, it's fixed. This one will vary. This is where you are going to estimate the muller length, and you are going to prove the illusion. Okay, next one I am trying to cut. You do it neatly. In case if the slit which you have drawn is too big, put sellotape and adjust. Okay. See, I have done it with my kitchen scissors, so you can imagine it is not that accurate, but yours should be done properly. You must be having all your stationaries. Okay, this is the other one. This is the open-ended arrow. We are going to move the strips inwards, outwards, and this is how your subject is going to estimate 10 centimeters length. And the next part, how to take the reading, what should be the tables, I will be explaining in the next video. Okay, just let us try to see as to how many things we will be needing. You need a thick paper, okay, but it has to be completely white, neat. The line that you are going to draw should be very prominent also. This 10 centimeter standard estimation line. This is number 1. Number 2 is next sheet of paper, which is 25 by, how much did I say? 14. 25 by 14. At the center you have to make 5 centimeter line. Okay, and cut this slit according to these small strips of paper. The height of these papers should be the slit. Don't overdo it, and if it is small, then it's not going to pass through. So this is one, this is number 2, this is number 1. Next, this one is 3. This is 4. And this is 5. Okay, so I am sure that all of you will make your apparatus, keep it ready by the time I send you the next video. Okay, do it neatly. You know, neat work, there's no substitute for neat work. Okay, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed.